let's talk about Antoine Daniel and his panel, the multi-billionaire from Detroit. They were doing a panel and they were discussing about Diddy's case, right? And you had a guy on there, he called himself, Shampoo. He was talking about, he brought up a name Robert Moore from the pastor from Dallas, Texas, or Dallas. He was a spiritual advisor to Donald Trump. He brought it up to Antoine Daniel like he didn't know nothing about it. Every time you talk about somebody that's Caucasian, Antoine Daniel seems to have amnesia. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of suspicious to me. But when he at the end of that discussion, I sent a video already on the X channel when he saying he was giving everybody on there except one guy. This guy on here, man, he's not living reality, because if you're raising your kids in a Christian value, I'm not saying that everything's gonna be peaches and cream, but when you're trying to raise your kids as a Christian lifestyle, it'll be a whole lot better than trying to raise them in this world values. See, the multi-billionaire is gonna he's gonna sit there. He's nothing but a manipulator, and he gonna tell y'all that okay, it's okay to sit there and defend Diddy, right? Even though Diddy has a whole lot of more allegations, there's the school violence, where you had 13 college students that was killed, even though it was an accident, right? Even though he's there's people that say he was behind the murder of Tupac Shakur and allegedly involved in the murder of Biggie and all this and that. He played a part in that, and so when you think about Diddy's situation, it leaves. It really makes me wonder why all these people defended Diddy. I mean, it really, and they said because there was no minor. They were legal age, they were adults, consenting adults, but yet everybody had a whole lot of smoke for Robert Kelly. And when the guy said, well, we need to get R. Kelly up out, everybody said, no. So let me get this right. Y'all could defend Diddy, a bisexual, but Antoine Daniel, you call yourself a saint. That's what you said. You said you was a saint. And here I am. I'm a believer. I believe that Jesus died for my sins. I believe that Jesus is Yahweh. I believe that Jesus Christ is the Lord. I believe Yahshua, his Hebrew name, is the El Shaddai. I believe he's Jehovah. I believe he's all of it. He's everything. Yahshua, the Messiah, our Lord. But I would never, I'll say this again, I would never call myself a saint unless that I'm qualified to say that. Mr. Antoine Daniel, the multi-billionaire from Detroit. You have no credibility no more, man. And I'm going to tell you why you have no credibility. Because when that man brought up Robert Moore, the rich multi-millionaire from the rich pastor who was a Donald Trump advisor, spiritual advisor, you had nothing to say. You didn't want to hear it. You want to talk about, well, I was defending Diddy, man, legality of his case. No, Mr. Daniels. It doesn't work like that. See, with me, I call out everybody. Because, see, I don't make things about race. See, you conservatives, see, one thing about Candace Owens I can respect about her, she got more guts than all you conservative dudes. Officer Tatum, the Hodge twins, Stephen Knight, and the list goes on and on. All you black conservatives on social media, she got more guts than all you guys, man. Even the white boys. She's calling out everybody, man. See, when you look at the R. Kelly case, I'm talking to you, Antoine Daniel, and anybody that thinks like you. You do know R. Kelly music is worth $7 billion. I'm not talking about what the billboards say. $7 billion, Mr. Daniels. If you want to talk about, you said Diddy shouldn't be in there. If you read and go and read the Robert Kelly court documentations, you would see that was no CP, because y'all said it was CP. That's what y'all said. That's what the media said. So you co-sign Tasha K committing the federal crime. You okay with that? You okay with that? You, Black Authority, Philip Scott, Kick Your TV, Center for Life. Y'all okay with Tasha K committing a federal crime in the R. Kelly case? Y'all okay with the BOP officers committing the federal crimes in the Robert Sylvester Kelly case? Not in just one case, in both of his cases, to get that illegal conviction with racketeering the Mann Act. That's what you trying to tell me, man? In Chicago 2022 with nothing but double jeopardy. You okay with that? You okay with that, Antoine Daniel? But you voted for Donald Trump. I didn't vote for either one. This election, I didn't vote for nobody, because these people do not represent Yahweh and his people. When that man, I'm going to say it again, when that man, he called himself Shampoo, brought up Robert Moore, the pastor, who had sex with a 12-year-old in the 80s. He's only doing 6 months. This white man, this white pastor. You had nothing to say about that. And your panel was quiet. Mr. Daniels, you are becoming despicable on social media, man. The way they're going after the Hodge twins and Stephen Knight, you don't think they're gonna go after you, man? Tasha K going after Cat Williams? You don't think they're gonna go after you? If you're gonna be a man, you said you call yourself a saint. If you're gonna be a true man, a saint, you better start acting like it, man. Because I would never call myself a saint unless I'm qualified. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, man. I'm gonna have another channel. It's gonna be doing me and my kids. Sometimes we're gonna be acting to movies and stuff like that. But I'm just wanting to say this, man. And listen, man, a lot of these artists and people, they bring it on themselves. You should never worship any human being, y'all. No politician. See, the problem with Stephen Knight and Antoine Daniel, the multi-billionaire from Detroit, they pander. They pander towards political people. They pander towards billionaires, and they think they think they all this and that, but they really not. A lot of these folks, man, get paid off YouTube. That's their job, just being a con. I'm not talking to the multi-billionaire. Remember, he's a multi-billionaire from Detroit. How can you defend Jay-Z, Antoine Daniel? How can you defend Donald Trump, the president? How can you defend anybody else, but you can't defend Robert Sylvester Kelly? And you know, all of y'all seen Tasha K commit a federal crime, and now she got Cat Williams' brother saying that he done some, sexual misbad behavior. I don't know what it is, but let's see what happens. Mr. Daniels, the multi-billionaire from Detroit. Mr. Daniels, some people saying that they're plotting on you, man. That's what I'm hearing on YouTube streets. They're plotting, they coming after you too, man. I don't know why. This is what I heard. You see what they're doing to the Hodge twins, see what they're doing to Officer Tatum. And my message to Candace Owens, I pray that she be okay. I don't want her to die in the name of Charlie Kirk. I want us to die in the name of Jesus, man. We got to get this together, man. Because when God bless these artists, He bless these artists to make music for Him, to glorify Him. When they have that talent, like your Sam Cooke, like your MJ, like your Prince, like your Whitney Houston, with the voices and be able to play instruments and be able to sing like that, they had a gift to glorify Him. We can't serve two masters, man, and that's the truth. And when these people decide they want to make music for the world, like your Robert Kelly and all these guys, God is a jealous God, y'all. And all these bloggers and content creators, they say they're multi-billionaires, but then they want to come on and do content and speak on things they have no business what they're talking about. How can you defend Diddy but you can't defend R. Kelly? How can you defend Bill Cosby but you can't defend R. Kelly? How can you defend Michael Jackson but you can't defend R. Kelly? How can you defend Jay-Z? Oh my God, Jay-Z, but you can't defend R. Kelly. Jay-Z, who is a federal informant along with Diddy and Desiree Perez. We know that's a fact. That's a fact about Desiree Perez. Peddling drugs, a drug trafficker. And she's running Rock Nation. But you defend her, Antoine Daniel. You defend Jay-Z and Beyonce, Antoine Daniel. I'm sorry, the multi-billionaire from Detroit. I'm starting to look at, now I understand now. Now I get it now. Now I understand now, man. Diddy was not a threat. Robert Kelly really is more of a threat. $7 billion? Okay. Let me say this, man. That music, that whether it's rock and roll, grunge, punk rock, doo-wop, bebop, the blues, jazz, hip hop, R&B, yeah, black people create all that music. But black people, I wouldn't want to take credit that music that comes from the devil. Satan, that's Satan music, man. If you want to take credit for gospel music, because it glorifies the Lord Jesus Christ. That's what you want credit for. So let these white people, let them have it. Let the powers that shouldn't be have that music. They don't go to hell anyway. I mean, you want to go to hell for fighting for music like that? The blues, jazz, rock and roll? Man, let them have it, man. You gonna die in the name of music? I couldn't do it, man. I'm not saying that I'm a saint. I ain't got it. I ain't qualified to say that yet, but I'm trying to get there. And I'm not sitting here, trying to disrespect anyone. But Antoine Daniel, man, I really totally, I'm not saying I lost respect for you, but I think that for you not to call out Robert Moore and all these Caucasian real pedophiles, and for you to defend Diddy and not defend Robert Kelly, I find you to be very suspicious. You're very suspicious now, man. I got my eyes on you, man. You know what I'm saying? Remember Cat Williams was running his mouth about everybody on Club Shay Shay. Now you got somebody's saying that he is maybe allegedly a pedophile. Cat Williams, y'all. I already called Cat Williams out and told y'all he was not a prophet. What happened to Reggie Curl? I mean, but yeah, y'all sitting there, you have Roddy Bo calling him a prophet, Tyrese Gibson calling him a prophet. But hey, man, it is what it is, man. Tyrese Gibson, you cannot serve two masters. And I'm speaking for myself too, man. I know I got to get together. It has nothing to do with the Most High. It's us. You know what I'm saying? It's the flesh versus the spirit, man. I ain't got too much to say, man. I'm done, man. I just wanted to come here. I wanted to talk to Antoine Daniel, the multi-billionaire from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? He think he all this and that because he's a billionaire. That's why he always defended people like Dr. Dre and Eminem, you know what I'm saying, and Diddy, man. Because he look at R. Kelly, he said, that's just the literate nigga, you know what I'm saying, from Chicago. And he heard all the stories. Because, see, I'm from Chicago, too. I know people that know this man personally, been around this man. And all these stories they've been telling about R. Kelly, the candy man, right? He don't even know this man. He don't even know this man. But when that man brought out Robert Moore, the pastor, the white pastor, who admitted to doing what he did. Diddy also admitted to what he did. Beautiful, what Diddy did. Beautiful Diddy admitted to the beatings, and he let his mom down. He said, he was a terrible, son. He admitted, there's a lot of things that Diddy has done. But we sit there, we want to just talk about R. Kelly. Diddy has been accused of having people deleted, man. We gonna overlook that? And how Jay-Z just moonwalk and skated away and did the perk walk. Ain't nobody saying nothing about Jay-Z now. Jay-Z just not, he ain't, him and Beyonce. They caught up in so much stuff, and nobody saying, we're gonna let the white man bring them down. It's always the white man, right? Like it wasn't a black man, Bill O'Neill, who set up Fred Hampton. Like it wasn't black people who set up Malcolm X. Always talking about the white man. How did the white man get to the Nation of Islam to set up Malcolm X? How did the white man get to Fred Hampton? They had to use somebody that was black. Antoine Daniel, I'm disappointed in you. You was sitting your milk dug head ass on sitting there talking to Jason Whitlock on his platform, and that lady on there said, if y'all gonna sit there and want to free Diddy, it was a woman on there told you. She said, y'all gonna free Diddy, and Jason Whitlock looked, and he had a look in his face. Said, y'all better, you need to free R. Kelly. You remember that? You remember that when you was on Jason Whitlock? I remember. You gonna get them, got a nerve to say, nah, not no R. Kelly. Why not? Because he ain't a Freemason? He ain't no part of the fraternity? Are you a Freemason, Antoine Daniel? You a Freemason? I'm gonna be honest with you, Antoine. I think you sweet. I really do. I believe that you sweet, man. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but it's just something about you, man. Just, for any man, heterosexual man, to defend Diddy like that, nah, man. You pray and be like, I pray that he comes out of this, and pray that he gives his life over to the Messiah, like you did Kels. To sit there and just turn your back on Kels, he messing with children, nah, man. Nah, wasn't even like that, bro. For people that know you, it's disrespectful for people that actually know that man. I know people that actually grew up with that man. And for y'all to come at that man, but come at Kels like that, man, and dudes from my hometown, Chicago, stand up for Diddy and Jay-Z? Oh, no, man. It's really crazy. It's tripping me out, man. And you dudes from Detroit, you don't even know him like that. And you running your mouth. That's why I'm saying, Antoine Daniels, you are one of the biggest hypocrites hypocrites on social media. You, Ticket TV, Cena for Life. How can you defend Diddy, of all people? And you supposed to be against the so-called LGBT backdoorian community. Man, get on up out of here, man. I'm out of here, man. God bless, man. Like I said, next video is gonna be me reading a couple of scriptures, man. And I got another video coming out, but it's gonna be another channel. Like I said, we're gonna react to movies, man. I love y'all, man. God bless. I see y'all next one. Peace, y'all.